Teardown is the most chill speedrun game I've ever played. Hi everyone, Econael here. Now let me explain to you what I mean with that. When I say speedrun game, I'm talking about games like Neon White, Bloodthief and Lovely Planet. For those of you who don't know these games, basically they play quite similarly to racing games. In a racing game, you drive around the track until you perfect it. You perfect your execution of that track until you can either beat a time limit or be faster than the AI opponents. Now in these speedrun games, usually there are no AI opponents that you race against. Usually you have a time limit. But they usually have FPS controls, they add verticality, and they give you some movement abilities. But the gameplay plays similarly to racing games, in my opinion, because what you end up doing is you run through the level over and over again until you perfect your execution of it. And additionally, sometimes you can find some shortcuts which are hopefully not too obvious, and that feels quite good to find those. But when you play these games, what ends up happening is that most of your time spent playing is under time pressure. Now, Teardown is secretly a speedrun game. And it does things quite differently, because when you play this game, let's say you play for 45 minutes, maybe 5 minutes are spent under time pressure, and the rest is your planning and preparation phase without any time pressure. This works because in Teardown, you don't just perfect your execution of the level, you adapt the level. You can change things, destroy things, move things. So what you're doing is you're changing the level and not your execution of it. I like that a lot, because as I'm getting older, life is getting more complicated and I don't need too much stress. I already have way more than enough, and I want to chill a little bit when I play games. I don't want extra stress. It just makes you age faster. Nobody wants that. So let me go into the game and show you how this works. So first I need to show you the tools that you have. So this is a voxel engine, meaning it's easy to destroy things. If you have a sledgehammer, you can destroy some stuff, not others. Next tool is a spray can. I love this tool. Why? You're in different levels. Levels sometimes are a bit confusing or complicated. You can just mark things and so that you remember where you need to go. I like that. In some levels, it's quite dark and you're driving cars around. So what I do is like I mark the edges of things, or if there's like a stone that I cannot destroy and I try not to run over, I mark them. It's a very elegant tool. I think more games should have it. I quite like it a lot. Then there's an extinguisher, because you're not supposed to make fires and some tools can cause fires. There's a blowtorch that allows you to cut things off, maybe cut some holes into things. Quite useful. Then there's a plank, one of the most important tools. Yeah, you can attach it to surfaces and then just walk on them. That's super useful. Now there's a cable to tow things, not relevant for the level I'm gonna show you soon. There's a shotgun. Reminds me of Doom Eternal. I mean, it even works on these brick walls. It's amazing. There's a gun. I never used that. It's like a small version of the shotgun, whatever. Then there's a pipe bomb, not too useful. The sticky bomb, quite useful. See, now I don't have to use the door. I can just walk through here. Let's show you the level. So, I actually had to replay that because somehow after you finish a level, you don't keep your save of your solution. Let's see if I have it now. Yep, looks like I have it. Okay, so this is the level. This is the getaway vehicle, aka the finishing line. And then you have these 6 spots, which are your checkpoints, right? So once you touch any of those checkpoints, a 60-second timer starts running. And you need to collect all of them and then hit the end line, the finishing line, to beat the level. Now, I have picked this route. I start over here, then I collect these spots, and since the finishing line is kind of in the middle between those, I try to minimize the running back and forth. Afterwards I get this point, this checkpoint, then I've placed a boat here which I take to the finishing line. And if you're worried about spoilers, you're probably gonna forget my solution, or if you really remember it, just pick a different starting position and you'll have to do something else in this level. And this is one of my favorite levels because of the verticality. And so let me show you how it kind of looked to me. I had to recreate it because after you finish a level it kind of deletes the save game, which is a bit shitty. But I'm gonna do a quick save here and just show you. Okay, this is one of the computers. Actually, I think I need to properly show you what's going on. Let's get this stuff removed. So this computer is hooked up to this alarm box, and if I remove it or pick it up, then the timer starts going, and I have only 60 seconds left to do everything. So at the beginning I kind of had planks over here, trying to get up there to the next point. I have kind of used the blowtorch to remove these things, blah, yada yada. And the thing is, you do the run and it's not fast enough. So you're thinking, where can I shave off some seconds? And obviously grabbing this, then running outside and going up again is kind of extra steps. So I just blew a hole through the roof, pick this up, and then go through here. And then here you already see the alarm lights. I made a hole going through here, picking up this computer, and then ignore this hole. What I ended up doing first is going up here over the roof, and then going into this building. Then I figured out, hey, why am I doing that? I can just... I'm gonna show you. I can just go through here instead of going over the roof. Hey, that's a bit quicker. And then I was here, and I'm not quite sure where exactly, but I think this is where I was going. Down here. You already see the outline of the computer. I was dropping down here to get to this computer. But then I figured out, hey, what about just going through this window? There used to be a window here. And then, what do you think is behind this wall? Well, jackpot, it's a computer. And afterwards, the first time, I had placed a small boat here because there's no path, right? There's no path. So I was taking this boat over to the other side. And when I did that, I discovered this here. Let me show you. Let's try not to blow myself up. I discovered this cave system, and I thought, hey, that's super cool. And it was kind of confusing. I was making all kinds of markings, and what is here? What is this? This is just, I think it's just a door, whatever. And then I placed kind of a car here. This level is not really conducible to cars, but at least I was driving this red car up to there, and then I noticed, oh, there's another computer I forgot. Well, but now let me show you the solution that I actually came up with. And what I really like, I can just quick load. Okay, I'm gonna play through it. Whoops. And what I kind of like about the system is that you kind of shave off seconds here and there, and really, I don't know if I can talk while I'm doing this run. Man, this is hectic. Oh god. Now I have to start again. I don't think my brain works this way. I cannot talk while I'm doing the speedrun. And so I'm shaving off seconds here and there, and then I barely manage to do it And this is kind of interesting because this happens at every level, and every level I've beaten with less than 1 second time left. And this just feels so good. It feels like you barely pulled it off, and this is the same way in every level, and I really like that. So this is more or less, oh, can I do it, can I do it? The way that I finished the level last time, and I didn't make it, but you get the gist. And I really like it. It's a good game. So if you know any other games which are similar to Teardown, where you adapt the level instead of adapting your execution of it, please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Have fun. Bye.